Well, good evening, Kansas City. Welcome to Sunday Sound Off. Here on a very chilly Sunday night, on a fall night here in November. I am in downtown Kansas City. As you can see, right behind me is the City Hall, still in red, to support our Chiefs Kingdom. And yes, I am still a diehard Chiefs fan after today's heartbreaking loss to the Titans. So anyway, I want to go through just some things tonight. This is not about the Chiefs. This is not about sports or anything like that. This is about recovery. And you know, this is the original reason why I made these videos starting over about a year ago, that I wanted to talk about some of the things that I've been through in life and the reasons why I talk about recovery, the reasons why I'm very open about attending 12-step meetings, and the reason why I'm pretty open about my story. I feel like I should start off with a little history for people that are new. Again, my name is Edward Russell, Eddie Joe for some, DJ E for a lot, or just call me E, whatever works for you. Born and raised in Kansas City, Missouri, half Italian right here. Mom from Northeast, dad from Raytown, and two families together as one for almost 50 years they've been married. So both of my parents are 69. I'm 40 years old, believe it or not. I'm a teacher full-time and a DJ part-time, and I've been sober. I've been sober from alcohol, which was my main source, alcohol, for 7 years and 5 months. That's 7 years, 5 months. Will be 7.5 here in December, and going on 8 years, hopefully, by June of 2020. So here I am today. My name is DJ E, and I'm telling my story. And basically, I just want to say that Sundays were always a hard time for me. Sundays where the Chiefs were playing, or it was getting colder like this. I knew that tomorrow was Monday. Had to go to work. Like I said, I'm a teacher full time, so got to be up early in the morning. Got to go to work. Got to be around, in a professional world. Got to be respectable. Got to be understandable. Got to be able to represent myself with, that type of integrity that I want for my daily life. And so, alcohol wasn't a part of that plan for me, because I loved drinking. I loved a glass of wine with dinner. I loved a margarita with Mexican food. I loved a beer with any occasion. I enjoyed those drinks very much, but it was the different type of clear and the dark liquors that decided to attack me. And not only did I enjoy the escape that I would feel, basically I got to a point where I got addicted to it, and it's very easy to say, oh, I don't have an addictive personality, or I can switch it up. I can go from liquor to wine, and then beer, and slow down and take breaks, and I'll smoke some weed for a while, then I'll go back to drinking here in a few days. I tried all of the remedies. You can go on Google, you can try to find out the 10 different things to try to do to slow down your drinking. And I went to different types of psychologists to talk about what can I do to get in better frames of mind when I'm depressed. Sometimes I get anxious, and they would suggest meditations and different things, but I would still always return to drinking. And it wasn't until I really, was able to completely detox it out of my system, and give myself, many valuable chances by going to a full-time 30-day program, and finally got to a recovery program. And then I finally found Alcohol Anonymous, and I found a 12-step program. I got a sponsor, and I found a routine. I found a life, and that's where I am today. Now that sounds like, so easy, right? It's not that easy, and it isn't easy for anybody. I mean, I loved smoking weed too, and I liked taking casual Xanax or benzos, but those things had to stop too, because I had to find a new way of escaping. I had to find a way of escaping into my own reality, to exercise, to meditation, guided meditation, yoga, exercise, physical exercise, running, biking, walking, different things, photography, different hobbies, traveling, different types of experiences, different friends to meet, different conversations, different types of podcasts and YouTube channels that I listen to. Learning to listen to others and not take my own opinions, and learning to admit when you're wrong, and knowing that you're not always right, and working on what we call character defects. And that's something I always have to work on, even 7 years and 5 months clean. So, honestly, there wasn't any type of heavy drugs. There wasn't cocaine, meth, there wasn't heroin. Thank God. And if there is out there for you, I urge you to get help, but I urge you to stop right now and try to get help, because if you don't ask for help, you're never going to find that help. So I never had that type of experience, and I'll have people ask me, hey, DJE, I've been taking these pain pills for a long time, and I don't know what to do. And I don't really know what to tell you guys about that. I mean, that's not my experience with that. But if somebody says, hey, Eddie, I can't stop drinking, everything's a drink, I don't know what to do. I mean, I can help you there. I can give you some advice and some tips. I can kind of give you some other inside resources that I can possibly share with you. You can always inbox me anytime. You can always get a hold of my cell if you know my number. Always, you can inbox me on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, even direct message me on Twitter. You guys can always get a hold of me. There's plenty of platforms out there to get a hold of me. Even on YouTube now, there's ways to message and leave messages and comments. So feel free to always reach out, and don't be afraid to change your life, because you can do that. I did it, you can do it. And you know what? I'm still changing my life. I just found out last year, if I slow down on eating carbs and I drink more water, I'll lose more weight. What a concept. Wow. You know what? I finally started to lose weight. I finally started to feel better about myself, and I just moved into a place here in downtown Kansas City after living in the River Market for 7 years. I've been living in downtown since 2005, so this is my 5th place that I've lived in downtown. But I absolutely love it because it's a much quieter, more professional type environment. And for me, that's what I need in my life. I don't need, the party, the big, go all the time. Because trust me, even being 40 years old, I do a lot more than I guarantee a lot of you do, and I like that, and I like being busy. But I also have my free time. You guys don't know about some of the quiet moments in my life that I truly cherish, where I just enjoy reading or listening. That's the stuff that I enjoy, and I need a quiet environment to do that. So there's a lot of reasons why I moved, and a lot of stuff I couldn't really talk about, but you know what, nothing bad, just things that I needed to do and make changes for myself. And that's what we have to do. We got to stand up for our own life, our own recovery, or even if it's just a physical or mental thing, just getting yourself to the gym, or getting outside and walking if you can, if it's going to be warm enough. It's going to be cold soon, but I'm just saying, do what you have to do to change yourself. Don't sit there and be behind a bottle or a bowl of weed and just say, this is what my life is going to be. It's going to be the rest of my life. I get home, I drink a 6-pack, or I drink a 5th, or I drink a bottle of wine, and that's going to be my life. You know what? But social drinking is fine too for people that can handle it. I unfortunately could not handle social drinking, and I wanted to. I tried so many times, but you know what? It wasn't my thing, and I would end up drinking so much that it would be 2-3 weeks before I realized, man, I got to slow down. So you know what? That's my really fast, quick story in 8 minutes. And this is DJE coming live to you on a little video here in downtown Kansas City on Sunday Sound Off. And I don't even know the date. So you guys have a great day. Oh, it's November 10th. Guys, have a great and wonderful Monday. And I know it's going to get cold. Bundle up tomorrow. It's going to be a cold week. Talk to you next Sunday. Bye-bye.